www.nakeddads.com.
Nakeddads.com.
That's real. That's our, it's just our Tumblr, then it has all of our upcoming shows. There's no reason for it. It means nothing. You know, nights you're hanging out and then somebody says nakeddads.com for whatever reason, and then everyone is singing songs where all the words are nakeddads.com, and then 3 years later I'm like, I should buy a domain name. Actually, a friend of ours bought the domain name first for no reason, and he just had it for 2 years and didn't do anything with it. And when his expired, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. And we just made that our Tumblr website. Yeah, there's plenty of galleries in Beaumont. I would tell people to go to the Art Studio. Art Studio has openings the first Saturday of every month, always. So that's a good place to see something different. And they also have a bunch of shows that you can, or a couple shows throughout the year where you can enter, which is a good way to get your work noticed. If you're not entering shows that you can enter, it's like you're not even trying. Yeah, no one's just gonna hand you a solo show unless you're like my friend and I'm like, hey, why don't you show it at the High Street Gallery? This year, yeah, we have one more show for this year. It's Allison Riho on November 7th. It's a series of self-portraits that are watercolors and they're like layered with like tissue paper. They're pretty interesting. They're all self-portraits, but they all look really different and they're kind of dark. They're like a little spooky. We're having an event that's going to be here on November 18th, and it'll be like a second chance. If you missed the opening for Allison Riho's show, you can come see it on the 18th. And it's a Moo Moo box wine party. We're going to have box wine for people that are of age, and everyone's invited to wear muumuus or house coats or like, you know, just be comfy. It's not like a pajama party where you wear underwear. It's like a let's be comfortable and wear shapeless house coats. I mean, not no underwear. You can wear underwear if you want.
Check out my interview with Edgar Allan Poe.
You're the Great American Horror Writer, right? So you wrote It, The Shining, Needful Things, My Little Pony, Pet Cemetery. Poe, a female rock band in the 90s. That's somewhat impressive, because you don't look female anymore. Did they have those operations back then? I guess in the 90s.
What?
Written anything new? I mean, what did you do? I mean, you died, obviously. I mean, was that good for you, at least?
And that's why we don't let you talk to people.
The line between life and death is uncertain. My name is Edgar Allan Poe, master of the macabre, I suppose. Our life is but a dream within a dream. I was found outside a polling place in Baltimore. I don't know how or why, delirious. They took me to the hospital and I expired. I think my last words were, "Where are my pants?" Say hello to my little friend.
I want you to join me this Friday. To join me this Friday for the montage in Beaumont, Texas.
So what do you think of Beaumont?
You know, I heard all these reports about the lack of education, that Beaumont excelled above all other cities in America in ignorance and sadness. And I must say that I find it to be false. On the other hand, though, ignorance is bliss, and it seems to me that these people in Beaumont are not unhappy enough. They need to work on that despair a little bit more. I really am probably the least qualified person to give dating advice given my success record.
Coming up next, we'll check back in with Mary, because she's gonna take us out to the Rose Saloon. Such a biggie.